So, guys, this is my review for Spy Family that debuted not too long ago. I'm just behind on my reaction and review the episode. But with that, let's dive into this review. So, I really loved this debut of the episode. I believe it was called Twilight, specifically per one of the three main characters, um, in which we have here where Forger uh, he per the beginning of the episode past the what happened at the beginning with one of the political members basically dying at the beginning, and they basically hire him to do some work. But he's out with a young lady and dating and stuff, and then he's like, oh, I can't do this. I'm a spy, blah blah blah. Good luck with life. It's funny that they have him break up with her just when she's recognizing somebody's getting, a young lady across from him is getting proposed, and she's automatically thinking like, what about, maybe one day we could possibly? And he's just like, yep, nope, you're good, I'm good, I'm out, have a good life. Just really, really funny. But ultimately, like guys, like the episode was just really just it was fun, it was hilarious, and I loved that here in this episode where he talks about how he's taking his spy job seriously. He can't be married, but the company that's hiring him telling him that he needs to be married and have a family, preferably wife and a child. I found that very hilarious. Very, what are the? I usually always say this. What are the odds that this happens to him? And this is something that, of course, he's actually not for. He's not like really fully accepting it. Even at the end of the episode too. But it's just like he just knows that, all right, I need to go in the go mode anyway. This is my job, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna just go on here and do it. And then of course we see that he goes to this orphanage and he meets up and finds Anya here at this orphanage, and we see that actually she was, I want to say, per the information, because I like I talked about in the reaction, I haven't read the manga or the light novel, so I don't know anything about this anime. But per the information that I've seen, Anya was brought up into this type of to prepare her for this type of a lifestyle of uh, being with a spy, and even probably more than likely becoming one herself. But she can read minds too, which is very interesting too, for her to have this type of ability. But again, like I said, we see this meet between these two, and of course, uh, you know, Twilight here, he doesn't know anything about kids. Of course, doesn't know anything about family. He too, from what I can tell from this episode, he may have been an orphan as well. They didn't. I don't think they really mentioned it, but he was, I guess, a child that was living on his own in the streets and stuff like that. And nobody tried to. He was just basically saying nobody helped him, so he understands where Anya is coming from, per where she's at in her life at 6 years old. So it's just like I'm sitting back like, wow, like what are the odds? Again, what are the odds that all of this is happening for Forger here for Twilight? And of course, like I said, he meets up with Anya, who is being brought up into this lifestyle that he's already living. Plus, she has this ability to read minds. So it was just like the combo between the two of Twilight and Anya. It's just really, really just a fun, uh, just a fun relationship bond that they're building as the episode progresses. Uh, and he, like I said, he's trying to learn. He's reading up on some info about how to be a father, how to raise a child and stuff like that. But we see that he tries to leave Anya by herself, and she gets into his things because she's read his mind and read the code to get into his room, and all of that stuff. And then she gets to the messaging thing to send out that code and stuff like that. And then that's of course where um, where Edgar sends his men, the guy who's actually going after the one political minister who has a toupee. He tried, I guess he tried to hire um, Twilight here, but he turned it down. If I remember, I can't really remember because I just got done watching the episode. But either way, they come after Anya, they get her, and he has to go save her. And we see how he does that here in this episode, where he was able to actually, because he did it at the beginning of the episode where he had the little mask, on Face Off, like he had the mask on, and he takes it off. At the beginning of the episode, he does the same thing here towards the end, switching people because they were able to get into his apartment per what Anya did, sending out that message, and they were able to capture him, but he was actually able to swap him being captured to him actually being the one to come in, and he's wearing the mask of one of the guys. And like I said, we see him coming in here and doing his thing. But I loved just this anime, this episode, excuse me, and how he, even how he saved her with the flower and stuff in the room and the trap and stuff like that. Just be able to have that conversation with Edgar and just telling him, like, look, leave me alone. I know about your daughter, all the moles and stuff like that. So all this stuff. And of course, I love the fact that he told her to, like, Anya, to, like, we need to get you in school. We need you to study this information so that you can get, past this test. And then that way you can make it do what it do. And of course she passes it in this, I think the number was K212. She was able to actually pass that test. So she's actually going to school. But when we see in the after credits at the end that, again, like I said, we get these two, but again, the people who hired him send him some more key information saying, we still need you to come with a as a married couple with their daughter. And of course that makes him upset again. He's just like, grr, like, like I said at the beginning, like he really wasn't for having a family. And of course he gets upset even more because he has to have a family per his job. And of course, like I said, at the end of this episode, he gets that letter saying from the company that he's working for, saying he needs to have his wife with them as well. So now he has to go hire a spy wife. So I really just love this episode, guys. I really did. It was just really, really fun, really enjoyable. I'm probably going to rewatch it again just because it was just really, really good. Like I said, the bond that these two had between Twilight and Anya was just really, 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 really good. So, with that, I'm about to be out. Let me know your thoughts. Leave some comments, comment section below. What did y'all think of episode 1? Sorry for my rambling, just trying to remember everything that happened here in this episode. But let's talk about some things. Let me know your thoughts, your initial reactions, and thoughts on episode 1. And I'll hopefully talk to you next time with more Spy Family reaction and review videos. Peace, guys.